I like this from Team WE, just having, you have really long range with Syndra, plus having this Lucian Nami now. This on spawn, maybe there's a play here.
Cube does have the all out. Try to send JJ back to behind where, of course, the Shy would want to be in a potential 2-for-1 fight. The Wave in a great position right now for IG. The Pathmaker comes out. Cube does a nice job to send that all out in towards JJ and buy enough time potentially for Cars and Monkey to arrive. Grand Starfall is here. Cube is still alive, and that's first blood picked up for Team WE, and Monkey will make it a second as the Shy drops just like that.
This game, this Cassante can be a very big issue. A second game in a row now where Monkey gets the first 2 kills of the game, and now getting another set of grubs for Team WE.
Now Rookie has to be careful as well as Vampire is still here. Could try to pressure out Monkey. He does have Tibbers at his disposal. The snipe from the Comet Spear will make sure that at least 2 of those grubs are secured, and IG will pick up the 3rd.
All right, majority of the feats of Epic Monster Slayer go over, so they get at least 1 stack there. Ultimate.
Yep, and they know that without any jungler here for WE, this should be a pretty easy dive on the bot lane if they do it successfully. Impale comes down alongside the Tibbers. Then the ultimate combo is pure as IG do get on the board with their mid jungle. Rookie gets that kill.
All right, how many more plates can they grab though? Poppy gets shoved off of this wave. They know that Monkey is in the area.
Have to get the execute. Still decently strong here in terms of his ability to fight. But now Rookie could be in some trouble once again as Cube and Monkey going to try to spot him out here. No flash on that Annie, but the stun does find 2 with the Incinerate. Intofo strikes though are pure, and that is WE picking up the feats of warfare.
Oh my god, well Monkey flashes forward and Mako says, hell man, I'll do it too, man. I'll give one up for my EDG brother right there. And ends up kind of trading his flash for nothing. The Shy trying to find something on Dakaris. May I simply add, oh, we're making it a play, okay.
Oh, nice impale from JJ as well. Vampire in a lot of trouble, does pop the tidal wave, but the Wild Growth goes on top of Gala to make sure that Taeyu can't finish off the kill. The culling is just too late, and JJ tanks the tower aggro to make sure it's a double kill for free.
We're seeing the first turret go down here for Team WE as a focus onto this bottom tier 1.
Oh, why not just go right back to the scene of the crime? Vampire gonna go down again. JJ getting tanked up here by the culling, but it's not gonna be enough to take him down. Karis joining the fight, gonna try to find some sort of response.
We'll see if IG can try to put a little bit of pressure here. Rookie does have ultimate, and again, changes to Annie this patch, giving a little bit more spell penetration.
Here goes Annie right in onto Taeyu, and he walks straight into his doom. The bear will shut him down. And the mid lane has been a scene of disaster for Team WE in this game number 3. IG find 4 straight kills in there.
Skipping steps, and WE trying to take shortcuts ends up blowing up in their face. It's a 500, going to be 600 gold lead now. Cars trying to hide, trying to at least get away. They're trying to prepare with maybe Monkey flying in with a Grand Starfall and Nami in the wings. IG, they get second dragon of the game. It'll be first turn going over to WE. So again, another game where they get feats of strength all 3 games so far. That would be the case. Karis has been, again, a player that has had some of his own weaknesses. Cube has to be careful now.
He wanted the tower, but he just doesn't have enough damage to take it down. He flashes away from the Impale to stay alive. And it could have been a lot worse here for Cube. Instead, just burning his flash.
Tier 1. They're going to try and put Vision down. I like this idea from WE, pivoting on the fly in terms of their gameplay, recognizing that, look, is at a high luxury tax in this game with how many objectives and how many skill shots are going to be flying at him.
It's going to be a very fun team fight-centric end of this game. When you have players like Karis in really great positions, as you can see him going onto the Shy right here. Monkey joining the fight, the steadfast presence does block that initial jump. And I think the Shy's bought enough distance unless another scout of the week does come through. Karis is waiting for that to come out of cooldown, and he should be able to find it, but he does not connect. And the Shy will be able to live.
No turret to play for at this moment. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. We could see WE very quickly reposition across the map with this ultimate. Rookie coming over the wall, no flash.
Oh, stun lands on a Vampire combined with the Tibbers. That is just a one-shot. Nami already down.
What?
by the unleashed power of Cars, and the Scout of the Week will find two. The Shy is very tanky at the front line, but Cube looking to try to dive in onto Gala. The Shy 1v2 in on a Monkey. Keeper's verdict comes out. It sends away the Pantheon and has collapsed the fight for Invictus Gaming. Scatter will send away some more. Monkeys rejoin the fight, and the Shy will finally drop, but Gala's full HP, and Gala looking to try to kite out the rest of this team fight here for Invictus Gaming. A wild fight in the mid lane. Overall, a 3-for-2 in favor of IG.
Searching, he does have the empowered Q, but he's on vision this entire time. Monkey not going to be able to get here in time. Yeah, Syndra got a lot of her stacks during that, got 100 during that, so...
And they get a couple of kills back, right? It's not the end of the world, but with Q going down, it means that that Dragon surely to be scared. We're going to fight again. Rookie, where are we going? He flashed forward and ends up going down. Now Mako has to flash on his own right here. A big pickup here for Team WE. The Otacon's available on the top side, but they're going to prioritize the mid lane tier 1 instead.
Oh, Aqua Prison does end up landing. JJ does have the ultimate, doesn't land it onto Karis.
And that means the WE can play a little bit forward. Here is the Shy lands heroic charge onto Karis. The Syndra though will still live. The Scout of the Week is huge, and Team WE are winning this fight in the mid lane. The Shy will go down. Nobody has fallen here for the blue side. And Team WE will continue their push mid. They're going to clear this wave out, pick up the tier 1 turret, and look to gain control around the top side of the map.
And Karis still holds his flash. That is such trust in your team and their ability to help you stay alive in this fight. He's trying to farm up more Splinters of Wrath. Oh no, Karis, no.
He flashed away for the arrow. Will be able to survive for now. Exalt's impact goes over the wall, but that means that JJ is separated from the Otacon, and Karis will still live. That flash finally coming into use here as Monkey taking up so much alongside Cube on the front line. They send an Oculus, the all out back onto the Shy, but he's tanky enough to survive for now. Tibbers doing a lot of AoE damage as well, as that's been a new strength of this Annie, and IG will retreat back to the Otacon and slay it for themselves.
Ah, man, Monkey took way too much damage from this Otacon, so a Thornbound going over to Invictus.
Too bad, all things considered for WE, as it's only the tank that soaks up a lot of those cooldowns.
Okay, they don't know that Rookie's here. Just give up this Dragon, guys. Please, we do not need to fight right now. Let Vampire get his Mikhail's Crucible. Karis has hit 120 stacks right now.
Oh.
Isn't able to grab it, but he has a mini Rabadons now in his back pocket. 15% bonus increased ability power. Needs a little bit more gold. Karis as well. Looks like he wants to try to finish what looks to be a Void Staff. Karis moving on over.
Here comes the
Good
fight.
Stun.
Oh,
no.
The enchanted crystal arrow lands on the Karis. There's Tibbers, and there's the kill onto the Syndra. Main carry for W out of the fight. Taeyun now very low as well. Gonna get jumped on by the Shy, but Cube will take down Rookie in response. A 2-for-1 overall as Monkey has dropped, and the Blast Cone will save the rest of the tanks here for Team WE.
Baron now, it'll be in correct timer. The timer will last up until the Dragon spawning. Taeyun and team are trying to see if they can fish for anything, maybe see if they'll stay in the pit.
Very strong Ash at this point of the game, and Mako's going to make sure that he does not go down either. He has Mikhail's as well.
Let's see, I mean, Taeyun finishing what looks to be an Infinity Edge. If both him and Karis can hit their 3rd and 4th items, he will have access to his flash this time around, so again, that summoner spell at a very large premium here in this game, and still not finishing that Void Staff.
Prison, and the tidal wave lands on the JJ, only at half HP. Monkey going for Gala. They're going, and Gala is down. The Shy gets hit up here by the Scout of the Week as well. Mako the next target. WE have found the fight they were looking for off the back of Monkey, and it'll be a 2-for-0 in favor of the blue side.
Oh, right, but look at what is on the map. How much can WE actually get? There's no minion wave in time. They're going to try to cut this top lane wave, or bottom lane wave, a little bit high. Have this flash on the Syndra. That is an open play for Invictus to repeat in the next few moments. We need to see WE blow up the base.
Try to push. They're gonna keep going here. Impale lands on it too. Vampire and Cube are gonna be targeted here, but Taeyun between the turrets, gonna try to take down Mako. Monkey stunned under the wall. Going to try to go in on a Rookie. It will be a trade 1-for-1 as Monkey goes down in favor of the Annie. But now Gala has respawned. This Annie is so powerful. Cube going with the Pathmaker to take himself on up here. Can Gala complete the chase? 10 seconds. And they will not be able to contest this one. It will not be a flip. into their favor, as IG should be able to pick themselves up the Cloud Soul unless they take down JJ first. Keeper's Verdict finds 2, and the Shy's gonna hunt down Taeyun. That's gonna be the Soul, and it might be more. Rookie teleports in at the perfect opportunity and will win the team fight for Invictus Gaming.
Taeyun falls again. WE overplaying themselves. You don't need to go that far under the turret. Loses that summoner spell, and it'll be another turret here for Invictus Gaming. Karis now has no flash, and with Gala's ultimate coming back up, they can maybe look for another dive on this bottom lane inhibitor. They're trying to make a play into Karis.
He doesn't have that flash.
No!
The kill's used too early. Karis is down. Gala gets the kill, and that could be the game, and that could be the series. They're pushing down the bot lane. No Baron buff in hand, but another wave crashing forward. It's now Taeyun about to respawn. Cube's back up in 5. It'll be a 5v4 momentarily, but will that be enough here for Team WE? Oh, the steadfast presence in locks down Monkey. They're targeting the Pantheon, the main carry, the main playmaker here for WE is down for the count. Rookie and Gala still alive. Cube trying his best in a 1v4. He gets blocked him again by the Shy, who's having an incredible game on this Poppy. Taeyun is still alive. He pops the culling. Gonna force the flash out of Gala. Keeper's Verdict going to be issued, but canceled here by the Shy. Mana is low from Rookie. It's going to be very tough for them to try to close this game out with the health bar so low, and so back away they will go.
Okay, Karis is up in 8, and somehow WE do not lose the game right there.
But the back line, Taeyun and Karis very vulnerable here. They're going to get spotted here by the control wards. The Rookie now is spotted. And now the target is Cube in a 1v3. He used the path.
They got JJ.
JJ's dead. Karis assassinates him with the unleashed power. And now they're looking for the Shy. Monkey continuing to try to chase him down, forces the blast cone away.
Again, Taeyun has cleanse and the QSS coming up.
It's completely blind. They've already stunned
up
Cube. Baron's at 6,000 HP. Monkey gonna try to get into the pit, trying to make it a flip. JJ does have his smite. The Scatter of the Weak does land. Oh, the Keeper's Verdict knocks away 1, and the Shy is gonna send Cube in with a heroic charge. That's Baron picked up for IG. Will they win the fight though? It's Monkey jumping in, only onto JJ though. Taeyun finally re-arriving to the fight. The Shy gets hit by the Aqua Prison. Not a lot of damage from IG just yet, but the health bars are starting to erupt. Karis flashes over the wall. Taeyun in some trouble. Tibbers comes down, but the Lucian will survive. Invictus Gaming will pick up the Baron, but they will not get a single kill until Monkey dashes in with the Grand Starfall. Gets hit up by the
found Rookie.
They're looking for Rookie. The Grand entrance is big, but the Wild Growth has come through. Monkey's going to get taken down, and IG have the numbers advantage. Cube will drop as well. This could be the series. A lot going on to JJ, but it's only to buy the inevitable time that will not be available for Team WE. Teleport in for Rookie. They're looking for the game right now. They find a big charge in from the Shy, and now it's Taeyun, Vampire, and Karis trying to save the game.
They've got a Baron, and this should be the end. WE cannot regenerate in time. It is Karis, Taeyun, and Vampire to watch their base fall.
Gala's full HP. There's no chance this is going to happen. And Team WE are done. Invictus Gaming says screw your upsets, screw your Cinderella stories. We're still the champs, and we're still going to win this series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.